Welcome to another episode of Chalk Talk, where we talk a little football,
drink a little beer,
and have a little fun. Let's get it started.
Clacky.
Today we are filming at a incredible local favorite in North Wildwood, Owen's Pub.
Love Owen's Pub.
It's a great place. What are you drinking today, Ken?
I'm drinking the Bud Light, Dilly Dilly.
And I am drinking an up-and-coming drink that is a fan favorite.
It's gonna be a national monsoon all over, so get ready, people.
Sea Isle iced tea. Let's get it started. Cheers.
Oh man, that was a commercial cheers. That was a good clink.
All right, so what game are we talking about today?
Well, today is September 11th. It's 9/11, so there's a lot of great matchups today, but because it is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, the matchup we're going to discuss today is Air Force versus Navy.
Got it. Let's cheers to that.
Let's cheers to that. Clink.
All right, Ken, tell me about Navy.
Alrighty, well, Navy's coming off a down year and a down week. They kind of got shellacked. Not kind of. They got shellacked last week by We Are Marshall, 49-7. That's a thumping. But last year they weren't so great either. They were 3-7 in their season. They could not score the ball. Right? There's 128 teams in D1. Their points per game was 122. So they were at the bottom of the barrel in touchdowns and points per game, which means you're not going to win if you don't score.
Yeah.
So that's something they're going to try to change. Last week they only got 7, so they're not on a good start today. Hopefully they can strike hot against the Air Force defense.
Okay, now tell me about Air Force.
All right, Air Force had a decent year last year. They were only 3-3, kind of middle of the pack. COVID schedules and whatnot is different. We talked about how Navy couldn't score. Well, Air Force didn't let anyone score. They were 3rd in the country.
So their defense is amazing.
Phenomenal. 3rd last year in opponents' points per game. 15 points per game they allowed last year, which is incredible. Can Navy move the ball, or is the Air Force just going to fly in, pun intended, and swarm that Navy offense and not let them go anywhere? Sink their battleships, if you will. Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. A little no huddle action here.
Okay, let's go to it.
All right, so Navy and Air Force, along with Army, they have a unique school. They have a unique setting. They have a unique program. They're not like your major D1s, your Texas, your Alabama, your Clemson, like your heavy hitters. The offense and the defense, well, mainly the offense that they run, is tricky. It's a little unique. It's a little different. Their offenses are going to go against each other. It's going to be a great matchup, I think. The uniqueness, the soldiers, the soon-to-be soldiers, having the best part of their week is game day. Their weeks are grueling, what they go through in the summer with combat training and then coming in, all their daily course load. They go through a lot of work. So I tip my cap. I can't because I have headphones on, but I tip the cap to Navy, to Air Force, to all of our cadet schools that have future servicemen and women playing in all their sports, because what they go through is the toughest college course load that any student athlete is going to face. It's going to be a fun game to watch, that's for sure.
I think so too. So this cheers is not for us. This is for all of those players out there, Navy and Air Force. To you.
To you.
All right, now we're going to talk about Ken teaching me football.
Little terminology, little football 101 time.
Turnover. Teach me something, Ken.
It's time. A turnover is when the team with the ball accidentally gives it to the other team. Or I should say the other team takes it from the team. So I have the football and you hit me and I fumble and you recover it, you get the ball, that's a turnover.
A fumble is what?
Is when I'm running with the ball and then
it comes out.
I drop it.
Okay, that's a fumble.
Falls. And then if you recover it, that's
a turnover.
Is a turnover. Yes.
Okay, so when the quarterback throws it and the other team catches it, isn't that a turnover too?
Yes, it is. That is an interception. Also known as a pick.
Ooh, that's a pick.
Yep, and if the guy who catches it scores, it's called a pick six because the touchdown's worth 6 points.
Bam.
Bam.
Yes. Today's episode is extremely heartfelt for us because it is the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
It's hard to put into words just what today means to our country, to the men and women of New York, D.C., and the field in Western Pennsylvania, their families, their friends, their loved ones.
Over 2,000 lives were lost on the day of 9/11.
Yeah.
First responders, paramedics, firefighters, police
all
officers.
All those working in the buildings.
Yes, and then, of course, those in the planes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a day that, like Ken said, we will never forget. Seeing the world come together and seeing us unite as a people. It didn't matter what political side you were. It didn't matter what color you were. It just mattered that We were there for each other. We loved each other. And we came together as a nation.
It was one of those times that we really truly were the United States.
Absolutely. And so as we move forward in this episode, we wanted to make sure that we pay tribute to the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And we aren't going to cheers, but we definitely want to have a moment of remembrance. Thank you all for taking in that moment of silence. And again, it is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, so we truly are keeping everyone who was affected and continuously is affected by 9/11 in our prayers and our thoughts. And moving forward, we want to thank everyone for participating in another episode of Chalk Talk.
Chalk Talk.
All right, so who do you have, Ken?
Today I have Air Force beating Navy.
You know what? I'm going to go with Navy. Why not?
She's going with the boats. Big boat girl. Loves the boats.
And next week, tune in to another episode of Chalk Talk for...
Can't really see it because she erased it and never wrote it back. But we have the Alabama Crimson Tide SEC battle at the Florida Gators. So we got a top 25 matchup. We have the perennial powerhouse Nick Saban-led Crimson Tide against the beautifully ensembled best uniform in college sports, blue and orange, the Gators down in the swamp. So we got a great matchup. It's going to have SEC playoff liabilities down the road. Maybe one of the teams doesn't make the playoffs because of this loss. So we have a lot to tune in for and watch.
Thank you guys for coming to another episode of Chalk Talk.
Chalk Talk.
We are super excited to have you here. We look forward to Bama versus Gators next week.
Yes, we do. Enjoy your beer, enjoy your food, and enjoy your football, guys. See you next week.